This is Jeff Mesnick. I'm with the Channel Marketing Journal, and I'm here today with Tim Fitzgerald, a good friend of mine from many years back.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey Jeff, how's it going?
Good. So you're with Ingram Micro now.
I am.
And what are you doing for them?
So I'm the Vice President of the North American Cloud Channel business.
Okay.
So responsible for the cloud services that Ingram's bringing to market through our broad partner ecosystem.
Oh, excellent. Well, there's been a lot of conversation about how to bring, the partners into the cloud ecosystem.
Yep.
So, one of the things that I heard was that there's these stages, the 4 stages of partners.
Yeah, of
We heard that from Renee.
awesomeness.
Of awesomeness.
Yes.
So Renee did a great job kind of really sharing that with us. So how about telling us a little bit about if another company, like who's not part of the Ingram universe, wanted to come to you and say, what, I want to be part of this cloud awesomeness. I'm a vendor. How do I become part of this?
Yeah, we're seeing across my team of people, right, both US and Canada, really partners come to us in one of 3 different flavors. Mm-hmm. Quite often a partner will be not necessarily having a cloud practice today, but interested in starting one. And there's an awful lot of practice development consulting work that we can provide to that partner to really help them figure that out.
Right.
But quite often they're either interested in representing Office 365 as a starting point. Mm-hmm. We also have a second set of partners that quite often are doing things with 365, but looking to represent a more complete solution portfolio.
Right. And
they're looking at clipping on and what are the high potential opportunities. Things like Dropbox and DocuSign certainly come to mind in that space. Cisco, IBM solutions are also big plays for many partners with that kind of legacy. The third area that we see that's really hot right now is infrastructure as a service.
Oh, right, okay.
And we have the privilege of representing quite a portfolio there with Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, IBM SoftLayer, to name a few.
Right. I talked to the guys at APC.
Yeah.
And so it seems like they have a pretty good thing kind of going on now.
They have some really interesting solutions for partners that are evolving and transforming into an as-a-service model.
Yep.
And I think that's indicative, too, of what we're seeing from the broader-based partner community that's picking Ingram as its partner.
Yeah.
This broad, infinite ecosystem of cloud solutions really resonates.
Right.
What many partners are telling us is many of their clients are looking to buy more solutions from them, and they need to be able to represent that broader portfolio. So both the broad, infinite catalog that we represent, as well as the platform, helps us really serve that up in a way that takes cost out of how partners do business and helps them grow at a faster rate.
Right, so the partners are no longer selling the widgets, they're selling the complete solution. So they're not selling just an Office 365 license.
Yep.
They're trying to sell a solution that includes Office 365 and Azure and maybe something else for security.
Yeah, I think it's really important, as you and I have talked in the past, there's been a pretty significant shift of control of IT spend dollars to line of business. So most line of business decision makers are looking for really solutions or business outcomes to whatever it is that they need in their business. So it might be just Office 365 or the full suite of that Office portfolio, but it also could be a security solution that complements really nicely, or as I mentioned, DocuSign, Dropbox. Quite often, some of our more competent partners will sit down with a customer and review their existing application stack or workloads and really begin to consult with them on this journey for how do I deliver more and more of my services in an as-a-service model or solutions in an as-a-service model, as the case may be. So it's really a full plethora that's really anchored on what the unique requirements are of our partners' customers.
So, and what I'm also hearing, and tell me if you hear the same thing, is that some of the partners are starting to move slowly or maybe some quickly down the road of owning their own IP and becoming more ISV type of players, and not just integrators as they maybe have been called in the past.
Well, I think, when you start that, you pull on that thread and you start with the needs of an end client, our partners are really skilled at meeting those requirements, meeting those needs. And with software becoming such a pervasive way to solve those solutions, many of them are coming up with their own IP that helps to better tailor a solution that meets that client requirement. And that's helping that partner really increase their value to their end client and really remain that indispensable solution provider.
So when you guys start thinking about this and start adding other maybe ISVs into your mix and stuff like that, the content marketing that they have to do as a partner to start to educate, that must be a challenge for them.
Well, yeah, clearly. In fact, that's an area that there's a fair amount of innovation going on inside of Ingram,
right,
really to deliver a tool set that better supports our partners, trying to deliver that meaningful content
right,
to that end client, and really think about it not just as an event, but really as an overall engagement strategy to meet the client when they're having their particular business need,
right,
so that they know who to call to get that solution.
Right, and I was talking to the guys at HPE, and they're looking to maybe put a channel of content together with Azure to do something similar like that, so now it's a solution that they can talk about.
Yeah, there's a rich partnership there between HP and Microsoft, and Azure and HP's hybrid technology, I think is a great starting point for many partners. But you're right, being able to communicate and articulate what is some of the value associated with that business outcome is on a lot of those partners. So being able to serve up that content in an easy way to consume and leverage is an important piece.
Well, I appreciate the time, man. I know that it's been a busy day for you, and
yes.
Many of you guys during the presser that we just had were out of, didn't have your voices left.
No, I know. Yeah, it's an exciting event. And, we're pumped because it's the biggest Ingram Micro Cloud event we've ever had.
Yep.
And for that matter, it's the biggest Ingram event that has ever been had. So we're pretty excited about the level of interest from the partner community and what we're communicating.
I'm glad you and I got to sync up again. It's been a few years. So
definitely.
It's very great. So thank you.